The Orion is a heavy mining ship / asteroid cutter. This is of the size capital and is designed by RSI / Robert Space Industries. It is designed as a one-and-out solution to very large-scale mining, which allows crews to locate, identify, extract minerals and refine without needing any other ships along with you to help. It is the biggest ship being developed by RSI at this point in time and, well, is the biggest mining ship in the game to be announced. This thing is pretty massive and you'll see later on. It is said that this ship is far too large to maneuver around asteroids and ores you want to refine and mine, so they have added massive tractor beams to just bring it towards you for mining, which just shows how impressive this ship will be. Talking about mining, and it comes with a laser cutter on the top of the ship for making the asteroids smaller, then on the front of the ship it will be munched up. It does say about another laser cutter, but I cannot find where this is, so I will assume the muncher is that, and they've just mislabeled it. It also has 2 times tractor beams on the front of the ship, which have to be pretty big to be able to move an asteroid to itself, and potentially one on the top turret instead of a weapon, and one is also on the observation window, so there could potentially be 4 tractor beams. The ores which are cut up are actually going to go through the ship like a funnel, going through the different stages of making intersellable cargo throughout the way. Basically and simple, you move the rocks / asteroids to yourself, you break them up with your laser cutter, then you move them to your cruncher down at the front of the ship. This munches it all up and everything, then this goes throughout the ship, actually physically through the ship, turning it from rock to ore, then maybe to cargo, depending on how things work with mobile refining. The storage of this ship seems to be standard cargo capacity, which is your normal crates and everything, is around 384 SCU. This is said at the moment, but on an old concept photo it is said to be 600 SCU, but it was increased in size so it doesn't really make sense, so it could be any number. The ore capacity, which is separate to cargo capacity, but in the same location, is said to be 16,288 SCU of cargo space, which is absolutely loads. This is all held in the external cargo spindles, which is supposedly being used for ore processing, refining and cargo containers all in one, but we will see how that is updated when they announce something else about this ship, as it hasn't been announced anything about it for a while now. By the way guys, it would be great if you could subscribe, thanks a bunch. The facilities of this ship, which is just general stuff that we don't know much about yet, but the Orion comes with a scanning array to find potential rocks to refine, which is just on the underside of the ship towards the front. It also has 4 drone docks just behind the scanner, which I just talked about, but we are yet to see and hear more information on drones as of yet, as lots of ships use them, but not much information about them. But for now they seem to be able to grasp and pull / tow objects and maybe harvest some materials. It also comes with a antenna / comm tower on the top towards the middle of the ship to reach people from afar with using communication. We will also assume this ship comes with normal crew amenities such as beds, food places and just all of the normal stuff, but nothing is shown too much about that yet. The loaner ships for the Orion are the Prospector and the Mole. These are 2 other mining ships, the Prospector being a solo one, whereas the Mole is designed for multi-crew mining, has 3 mining lasers on it. Not as big as the Orions by any means, but still a mining ship. And the ship comparison in size and capabilities, and well, you cannot really compare this ship to anything at the moment, as no ships are this big and none of them can do the same things like this is meant to. The closest ship you can get to the size is just by flying the 890 jump and seeing how big the ship actually feels to fly, or maybe the Reclaimer as another more industrial one, but as you can see it's still double or triple the size of them, so you cannot really compare it at the moment. The list of components this ship comes with is a bit old, so will change in the future probably, but it's stated that it will come with a large radar, medium computer, 2 capital power plants, 4 large coolers, and that's the main components really. The weapons, armour and manoeuvrability of this ship, and this ship has access to 2 sized 5 weapon racks, with it actually having 2 sized 3 weapons installed, one of these being on the front top side of a ship and the other one on the rear bottom of a ship, so not the most defended ship, but you could hire people for this role in other ships, so it doesn't really matter. This ship currently has 3 large shield generators, which is quite a lot and it's the same size as a Crusader C2 series of ships, but just that the C2 gets one less of them. Not quite a capital size, but still quite large. So you can tank some fire, but nothing compared to some other ships of this size. Just for example, the 8-9 Jump has capital class shields and it's way smaller. The manoeuvrability is said to be very, very poor, as you could probably have assumed from how massive this thing is, and it also means that it cannot land on planets, well, at least not more than once with the same claim. This ship was recently priced on sale for $650, sorry for euros or pounds, I'm not 100% sure which one it is, as the prices are always different, but it's quite a lot. But back when it was first out, it was only $325, so I guess you'd be happy if you brought it back then. Very big price increase for now though, and we'll probably see another one in the future. In a summary, whilst I really like the design of this ship, I feel like it'll be way too massive to crew myself, but for people who have a crew, it could be great at removing and refining asteroids, and will hopefully make loads of AUEC in game. You would definitely hope, at least. This is the endgame mining ship for that, and nothing can be better than it really. The Arastra is a step down from it, and that's not out yet, so the Mole is the only flyable one that's a step down in game. It will probably see loads of updates from now, but we haven't seen one in like 6 years, so I'm sure it will start up again at some point, maybe once a Polaris, Perseus and Galaxy are out, but there honestly isn't much to say other than that, and I would really like to see more development on drones, as I want to see what they come out with, as they'll be really cool. But anyway, that's me, Duffer, out, and I'll see you in the next one.